I thought that perhaps some of us would benefit from some words of the Lord to remind us of the strength that flows into us from his grace. With faith we can surely overcome even the darkest of fiends. Let us begin. Psalm 13. How long, Lord, will you forget me forever? How long will you hide your face from me? How long must I wrestle with my thoughts, and day after day have sorrow in my heart? How long will my enemy triumph over me? Look on me and answer, Lord, my God. Give light to my eyes, or I will sleep in death, and my enemy will say, I have overcome him, and my foes will rejoice when I fall. But... Silence. Devils from the sky, of course.
I thought the sky was God's domain, Father.
Lucifer was once an angel child. Not all with wings are aligned with the Lord.
Lucifer was what?
I must make sure the roof stays sealed. Wait here.
But the devil is hellspawn, surely. Satan lies in hell. No angel would go against the Holy Father. Father, wait!
I told you to stay put, girl.
I could not leave you to handle such tasks alone.
I will be fine. Go rejoin your brother in his prayers.
I'm not praying.
Ugh. Take back, then, your brother to his prayers. Curse that damnable sound. Leave us alone, you wretches. Leave us alone, I command of you. I beg of you. Leave us.
Maybe it's the girl? Magnus.
What did you say, boy?
Maybe it's that girl.
What girl?
The girl in the walls. That isn't possible.
Surely it doesn't hurt to look, Eliza.
What? In the walls?
In the eaves.
As you wish, but I assure you that following Magnus's little flights of fancy will only waste our precious time.
Anyone in here?
Happy now? Father?
Magnus, tell me about this girl.
I can't.
Why not?
I'm not allowed.
By whom?
Don't look at me.
Is Eliza the one who tells you to lie to me?
Oh, come now.
Magnus, tell me the truth. Just tell me the truth.
Ow, you're hurting me. Get off of him.
Tell me the truth, boy. Let go. How dare you lay your hands on an elder, you vicious girl.
I'm so sorry. I really...
Silence! Kneel down and put your palms on this chair, Eliza.
Father, please,
Do it. Good. Are you going to tell me of this girl?
There is no girl.
You're a broken, pitiful creature, are you not?
I am not.
You're a violent, natured thing, are you not?
I am not.
You are a dreamer and a fool, are you not?
I cannot. What do you want from me?
Obedience and utter candor, girl.
I give all I can in that regard.
Do not lie, girl. Now tell me, what does Magnus speak of when he tells me that there is a girl in our walls?
I'm sorry. I'm really
Silence,
sorry.
boy. Now, Eliza, I can stop if you just look me in the eyes and tell me what you know.
I don't know shit.
For God's sake, just stop. Put down the axe.
I don't think I will.
Then strike me down, girl. I did not think so.
Let go. Please, let go.
You'll be staying here for the remainder of your visit. Magnus, fetch my tools. Eliza, bring me as many planks as you can carry. Eliza, just do it. Please.
It's okay, sister. Mummy is here. She's just waiting for us to come outside and embrace her. I'm really sorry, Eliza. Just grab Father's tools, Magnus. There. Hello? The door's open. Eliza? Yes? Oh. Nothing. If you want Eliza... Mummy?
I walked slowly towards where I knew the planks to be, my knuckles aching, bloody and raw. Tears snaked down my face as sobbing possessed me and racked my body. Magnus called out, and I responded dutifully. Nothing, he said. Concern momentarily reared its head before sinking into dreary shadow. I walked past the hearth where the embers glowed faintly. I glimpsed a sliver of dull iron laying among the ashes. A fire poker. A very nice one, admittedly, flaring out towards the handle, with engravings of cherubim and seraphim all along its length. I smiled at such a pretty, tarnished thing. I retrieved the planks, and then I went to check that Magnus found the toolbox. I entered the kitchen. The room was empty. The door was open, broken planks laying to its side. How it opened this way I cannot fathom even now. A hissing wind chilled me to the core, but the toolbox sat so close. I took it quietly. I closed the door, and I bolted it. Best Father does not know. He'll just be angry, I thought. I returned to the hallway, Father still standing opposite my bedroom door, watching. As I handed him the tools and planks, he silently accepted, too focused on sealing away his personal devil to notice his son had not returned. He boarded up the door. Only a few planks. Enough to hold her. And what of her hunger? Pardon? What when she begins to starve? What then? Then she starves.
And when the candles burn out?
She will freeze.
In the dark?
I would suppose.
Left at God's mercy?
Left at my mercy, of which she shall find none.
Then let me speak with her at least, before you claim her soul so.
You shall not speak with this devil.
What harm can she do now, Father? Both her and I combined could not shift this door.
Fine. Speak with her as you please. Hear her dying words if it is your wish. No matter how poisoned your mind, I suppose there is little harm you could commit upon this home in your sorry state. Speak with your stranger, then clean yourself up.
She is not a stranger. Amelie? Eliza? Thank you for rescuing me from Father's wrath. He would have found me eventually, I suppose. Eliza, will you really leave me to die here? I don't... Maybe I'll at least get some sleep in this room. Perhaps. Your bed is such comfort I have never experienced. It is. I suppose he provides you every comfort and freedom in your tower, huh, princess? Every freedom but that which I covet. And what is it that you covet? The truth. Perhaps he thinks he's protecting you, or perhaps it is simply that seed of darkness within him, growing strong. I thought you didn't believe in such seeds. Perhaps I did not, but you've seen it now. More so felt it in him. I see. I feel it too, you know. It's inside of us all, just as I told you. And yet you did not act. Not when you had the chance. I do not follow. When you held that axe, you could have fed the seed. You could have killed him. But I did not. You did not. Do you fault me for that? I should not. But you do? The prince fed the seed. Excuse me? In the story. Ah. Finish your tale then. Anything to fill this, vigil. Of course. The vigil. The knight and the princess accepted the vigil, finding a bitter joy in the idea of starving and freezing in each other's arms. A romantic idea. And so, for sunless days they prayed, and cried, and loved, in the dark. But the princess was weak, a maiden of frail constitution, and the chill began to gnaw her bones and tear at her mind, so that all she could bear to do was to moan and wail. After 3 days of the princess's screams echoing maddeningly, the knight gave in. He yelled out to the fiend, praying that he could hear him, which of course he could, begging the fiend to let this vigil die and to let the princess live. There was a long pause before the fiend spoke. "Why should I do as you ask, tin lovebird?" "You shall have my life," said the knight. "Please, I beg of you, let me burn, if only to warm her tender skin." And so, at the knight's request, the devil crawled in through the window and built a pyre of splintered wood around the knight. With a brief whistle of scorching air, the pyre was lit. "Silence! You shall not pass on your mother's tale to this soulless beast any more." "You said I could talk to her. You said I could even hear her—" "You shall speak no more evil, child. Another word out of you and I shall have to teach you a lesson once again." "My fingers are shattered already, father. I do not fear your might." "Eliza, please." "Then you shall fear the hearth instead. I should see your back flints to the bone if that is what I must to show you God." "Good. Now head to the kitchen and fix us up something to eat." "Of course, father. Farewell, my knight." The next day passed, and not once did my father allow me upstairs where Amelie was held. He was utterly vigilant in his effort to keep me downstairs, but he did not have to be. I wasn't planning to try sneaking up there. I was too afraid. It was easier to pretend nothing was wrong, despite the fact that Magnus was gone and it seemed forgotten. Despite the strange girl I cared for so much starving above my head. And despite the way my father was changing. He was huge, taller than he possibly could have been before. His skin, tan leather, had cracked all over. His eyes, they too were cracking, it seemed. His pupils splitting endlessly and bulging out, consuming his sockets until it seemed that they were swimming with wriggling, cramped tadpoles. Those strange, swarming eyes never seemed to blink, staying fixed on me. He followed me everywhere, his colossal figure dragging itself through the house as I laboured, cried, and sung through the night and day. And still Magnus was gone. Still my brother had not returned. And the creature of shifting gigantism that had grown from my father didn't even appear to notice. Until there is a knock at the door. Who?
Ignore it.
Yes, Father. Go away! Eliza, Mummy isn't out here. Oh God, Magnus, of course, I'm coming.
Wait.
No, it's Magnus.
He lies.
Mummy, she's not out here.
Shut up!
Father!
Of course she's dead. I buried her corpse.
But we never got to see it.
I thought it best not.
I did.
What is it you did, child?
Saw her corpse. What?
He lies. Neither of you could have seen it. You were asleep when...
I was asleep.
Exactly.
But I woke up.
Why then were you out in the woodland?
Please, just let me in. He's just a child. He'll freeze out there.
This is no child that speaks.
Please.
You can hear the whisper of the devil on his tongue.
Father.
Why were you in the woods that night, boy?
I was looking for Mummy. I woke up frightened by a nightmare, and I could hear her screaming.
He heard no such thing.
I did.
He did not, you devil.
Father, let go. I must let him in.
Must I remind you to fear the flames?
Father, please.
No more.
Father.
No more.
Let go of me. Please. Eliza? Father.
You shall feel the light of...
Magnus is out there.
The light of...
No.
I don't... Remember... I don't... remember.
Father.
Please. Eliza, drop it.
Magnus is out there.
No, he is not.
I'm going to open the door now.
Please. No.
Eliza. Yes, I'm here. Please, let me in.
You shall.
Of course,
not.
Magnus.
No, I shall not allow it.
The beast, momentarily stunned, burst back out of my father.
We shall not leave this house, nor open any door until the storm has passed.
But father, the storm has passed.
The storm has not passed until such a time that I declare it has. The storm rages silently in the solemn shadows of this forsaken land.
But father, you have said so often that our land must be blessed for such fair conditions.
And yet our bread tastes foul and makes me nauseous. And yet my wife and boy have been taken from our sanctuary. What kind of God would allow for such a loss and leave a man alone to his suffering?
But you are not alone, my father, for still your son lives.
Certainly, that is the deceit that this our facsimile of paradise would have us believe. No. I will not hear another lie from his blighted lips and take it as true. I will not lose my daughter too.
Father, no longer do I bear the old marks of girlhood, nor the naivety that came with. You cannot protect me for eternity.
No, perhaps not. Not as long as you insist upon defying me. You were not always so difficult.
Perhaps I would be less difficult if I could sleep in this damned house.
Maybe. Or perhaps, like the wretched snake, the devil I keep at bay above has bore to you the fruit.
I know not of what you speak.
I know what you are, Jezebel. You are Eve.
I am no Eve.
Oh, But you are. She who ate the apple. She who doomed all her children in sin.
Oh, come now.
I see my place too, made in his image. I am, naturally, a patriarch. The patriarch. The father.
So what comes now?
Is it not obvious, child? Just as he cast sin from paradise, so it might become clean and good again with only him to walk its perimeter. So too, then, should I, of course, cast out my Eve. My daughter.
I see.
Yes. Well then, open the door, daughter of mine.
Wait. As you say, I am not the snake itself. I am Eve, fine, but she is a sinner.
Yes.
And does not God command us to hate the sin and not the sinner? Surely then, even I, so far gone in your eyes, could find redemption.
No. You are too steeped in the sin of all man.
Nonsense. Surely I am not so penetrated by rot that I cannot be cleansed.
No water could clean you, tainted thing.
Even as I panicked, the dark seed gestating within my stomach sang out a dreadful song of inspiration that struck me like a blow and pained me just as much. No water? Are you certain? Not even the flensing waters. That water made furious with divine flame.
Perhaps.
Do then as you promised. Flence me to the bone. Scathe my impure flesh with the boiling water of the hearth. Should I live through such a holy agony, then surely I would be purified, no? Surely I will see your light.
Yes, you are right. I don't have to lose my daughter, for no child of mine would fall at the trial of flame. You will be baptized, reborn upon the crucible, and made stronger for its heat.
Then take me forth to the hearth, Father.
As you desire, daughter.
There was already a pot upon the hearth. As it was, it simmered gently, but as my father lowered it closer to the flames, it took little time for the black pot to begin to tremble as the water within boiled passionately. With some great trepidation, and with tears welling in my eyes, I removed my shirt and knelt before the flames. It was as if I was praying to hell itself, with my head bowed and my gaze searching within the flames. Something white hot, but with more solid form than the immolating wood, caught my eye. Good. Beads of sweat rolled from my brow as my face was made uncomfortable by the heat. I closed my eyes on instinct, but decided it was better to keep them open. Even as it felt that I might melt, my awful resolve expanded and solidified within my stomach. My father took the pot from the hook. Water leapt from within and made loudly satisfied splashing noises upon the floor. And so he began to pour. A slight trickle at first, and then a steady flood of scalding water. My skin sang hosannas of joy as it yielded, the fluid beginning to burrow into my welcoming flesh. As the night boiled alive, cooking in his red-hot armour, his flesh seemed to whistle as it came undone, like a tea kettle. But the knight stood, stalwart. I am not so stalwart. Eliza! The princess wept at the pyre of her love, her tears turning to steam on her cheeks. What are you doing to her, you sick, sick man? And oh, the girl's screaming broke his heart. The knight did not move. He stood, stone, as if waiting. Stop! The devil rejoiced for the suffering of the knight. impressed but perhaps somewhat disappointed by his silence.
The day of Pentecost.
Soon the knight's armour and lance glowed white hot, and his body was cut through. But his faith in God and his love for the princess kept him from the arms of death. The devil came closer to examine this feat of utter endurance.
Chin up, Eliza. We must now truly baptize you.
And so came the knight's time. Blindly, he shifted to get a grip on his angel-hewn lance, radiant with heat. He took but the heartbeat of a hummingbird to prepare himself. And then he thrust the lance forth. It struck the fiend square in the eye, pushing through the many pupils that seemed to scream in chorus. The fiend leapt back, but the knight followed with him, dragged forward by the weapon stuck deep into his skull. The knight pushed his lance deeper as the pierced eye sizzled and popped. Silence. Silence. And simple as that, the devil was slain. The knight spoke through a blistered, lipless mouth. I may be a daughter of Eve, my father, but this is no paradise. And so they lived happily ever after. What's going on? Eliza. Magnus. I'm here. I'm opening the door now. Eliza! Gentle. Sorry, what's wrong? You're back. What? The fire. Oh. It's spreading. Yeah. We going to put it out? We don't. Is that... Father? He's dead too now, Magnus. Eliza! He would have let you die. Father? We don't have time. I need you to get Emily out. What's going on? Just grab the axe. Okay. Eliza. Oh, Emily. Are you okay? I'll be fine. What of you? Hungry but alive. Your father, where? He's there. On the floor. Burning. Oh, I fed the seed. No, it's... We don't have time for this. The fire has spread quite drastically. Of course. Come on. I've got your back, Eliza. It's fine. Let's just get out. Eliza! Is she dead? No. No, she's just sleeping. I'll carry her. We can't leave. Well, Haven has died with your father. Oh, I'm sorry. Come on, let's find shelter. You must have some kind of storage buildings out here. Rest soundly, my saviour. And then, did you make it? Well, given that your father, your other aunt, and I are here today, yes, we made it. We found Amelie's family. They had been searching the woods for days and had just about given up hope. They were relieved to have her returned and were kind enough to tend to my terribly wounded back with poultices and cold water. They offered to drop us off with friends or relatives in the next village they came across, but when we told them that we had no connections anywhere that we knew of, they sort of quietly adopted us. Soon enough, we found a caravan willing to take us in, and we were introduced as Mr. and Mrs. Galai's children, which made things a little awkward for me and your other aunt.
Ew.
Don't you start, little Petal. Your father had quite the same reaction.
That story was horrible, Auntie.
Yes, I suppose it was. I expect your father, my baby brother, wouldn't tell you. Nor, I imagine, your other aunt. But it is my story to tell, as I see it. After all, I let Amelie in, I burnt down the house, and I killed your grandfather. It is I who still feels the phantom pain of an ancient scar, and it is I who still sees his face, warped and draconian, with my lance sticking from his skull.
Auntie?
Yes?
That's disgusting.
I suppose so, but it's your heritage.
So are you really a daughter of Eve?
No. My mother's name was Julia, and she was murdered by an angry man, desperately afraid of someone he could not control. That man was my father, and he was no god, nor dragon. His name was Jacob, and I killed him by simple means.
Auntie?
Yes, Petal?
Why did you let my granddad baptize you with the boiling water?
It was to catch him off guard, to make a grab for the lance. Were you not listening?
Surely you could have just caught him off guard some other way. Surely there were knives or something.
I suppose you're right, Petal. I probably could have. But I suppose in some way it felt right. Maybe in some way I wanted to be cleansed. Needed it even. Who can say? Sleeplessness and bad bread do strange things to one's mind. Speaking of sleeplessness, I think that's enough scary stories for you, Petal. Time to get you to bed. Your father will be home soon and it's already very late.
Oh, but Auntie...
No buts, Petal. Get to bed.
Ugh, fine.
Come on, then. That was the second part of The Knight and the Dragon. The third, or maybe fourth, episode, depending how you're classifying, of this, the Year of Horror. It was written by me, produced by me, and edited by Gaius Octavius Julius Caesar. Eliza was played by me. Jacob was played by me. Magnus was played by me. And Amelie was played by, who could have guessed it, me. Consider checking out the other episodes in this, the Year of Horror. I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you.